Boa tarde. So after all, everyone is Portuguese, right? Now, welcome to Nova Information Management School. It's a pleasure to be here with you and to address you and give you some welcome words and speak a little bit about Nova Information Management School. If you are here, I hope you already done some Googling about Nova Information Management School, but nevertheless, I just would like to highlight just a few details or a few points that are critical for us, and we believe that they make all the difference. First of all, this idea of data with purpose. For quite a while, we have used the motto that create value with data, okay? But it's much more than that. And we see around us, in the organizations, in society, in our daily life, that in fact data and everything that we can do with it can have a positive impact in our lives, in the organizations that work with, in society, and of course it can have also a negative impact. Our challenge is in fact having this motto to believe and to act following the idea that in fact we can and we must have an impact, a positive impact that somehow relates with the Sustainable Development Goals, but is bigger than that, okay? So we strongly believe that is our responsibility, and here at Nova IMS we try to continuously improve what we do, from teaching to research to value creation. Having said that, today we are a community of more than 4,000 students coming from 99 different countries, which represent 30% of our community. So it's very diverse, it's a significant number, meaning that probably if just one of the foreigners in this session is attending a class, the probability of being the only one is very, very low. Having said that, we are today receiving some Portuguese. Any Portuguese here in the classroom? Oh, okay. So it's the opposite. So we have just one Portuguese. So, and another one, yeah, okay. And so to say that this is an international community, of course, the representativity depends on the geographies. And also I would like to highlight that our school at the same time is also an international school, not only here, but because we are present in Cairo, where Nova has a campus, Nova Cairo, and we teach there one of our bachelor programs, the Information Management Bachelor program. Besides that, and this is of course something that we are very proud of, that our programs, and this is only related with post-graduation programs and masters, we are present in this international ranking, and we have 9 of our programs present in this ranking in top positions. And in this context, I would like to highlight the Master in Business Intelligence, who is the best master program in the category of Business Intelligence for the 6th time in the row. We have also a Master in Data Science and Advanced Analytics that is the #1 in Portugal and Europe, and there is no world category, so our expectation is once the category is created, we will be also on the top. But we have a very good positions, because this is a world ranking, okay? So being on the top is already great, being the #1 is fabulous, but regarding Portugal, we are the leading school in many of these areas. Another thing that I would like to highlight is that the programs that we offer, the bachelor programs, the masters, the PhD, of course, they are based on our professors. And we have, amongst our professors, 6 professors that are ranked in the top 2% at a global scale in their area of research. Okay, so this is also one of the reasons that we believe that choosing Nova IMS is in fact an excellent choice. Finally, since we have research, we have teaching, we have also what we call the value creation. How do we relate with society? How do we transfer what we research, what we teach to the society outside the boundaries of the university? And we have many projects, not only research projects, but also innovation projects, either from competitive funding, but also from organizations that reach out to us and ask us to help them solve problems. And we do that through this idea of the Nova Analytics Labs. So what are we doing here? We, instead of just saying that we have the School of Data Science and Information Management, we have been creating labs that address specific organizations as a problem of business intelligence and analytics lab. If they have a problem in the area, they can go to tourism hospitality and analytics lab. This covers marketing. So we have, for the different areas, we have these labs. And these labs are also an opportunity for students to engage and to collaborate with these labs, either on the projects, in part-time, in some social responsibility projects that some of the labs develop. And so these are the three areas of activity of the school. I'm going to stop now with the pitch of selling the school, because if you are here, you have already some idea that this could be maybe your future. But you say that if you enroll, you will have access also to our mobility programs. We have mobility protocols from quite an interesting number of countries. This is an ongoing process. We are now starting to establish also agreements with countries outside of Europe. And finally, the bachelor programs, the ones that you are interested. We are going to have a presentation in each one of these programs that will be done by the program coordinator. So we have information systems, data science, and information management. I'm not going to go in deep in each one of these programs, but just to say what is the rationale behind the offer. Meaning what? Why do we have these three programs? How are they different from each other, at least at high level? So what we try to offer is bachelor programs that cover the complete value chain of information, from data to information to support decision making. And so we have a program on information systems. So this is related with how do I manage, how do I do the data governance, how do I capture, store and manage data in my organization, the processes, the infrastructures, the databases, everything that is related with that dimension. The second is data science. So we have data, but data has only value if it can be used for decision making, so it has to be transformed into information. And the analytical methods that I can use to grow from data to information, this is what we explore in this bachelor program. And finally, we have the information management program, which brings together the other two programs and makes a connection between data, analytical capabilities, and business needs. It makes the link to the organizations, to the how can I create competitive advantage using data, applying analytical methods, and providing information for decision making, either in operational or in planning terms. And so we cover the three options. One of the added values of our approach is that in fact you will have also the opportunity to make options regarding some courses, and you can mix some of the topics between bachelor programs. And this is my pitch. Welcome to Nova IMS, and I will give the floor to Professor Manuela Aparicio, that is going to speak about information systems, and you can speak about ABET. Manuela, please.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you? Stronger? Okay, so welcome to Nova IMS, the best information school on the planet Earth, particularly in Lisbon, and I'm here to present you the Information Systems program, okay, which is the program that I coordinate proudly. I'm proud because it's one of the bachelors that it is accredited by ABET. ABET is an American association which credits computer science and data science courses, and this means that the graduate students that have this program, they also have recognition in international level, particularly in the United States. So to talk about the program itself. So if you apply to this particular program, Information Systems, you can work wherever you want, as this is one of the career opportunities that all our students have after completed the program course. So you can be a system analyst. What is a system analyst? A system analyst is a person or is a professional that can understand the particular way that companies are organized, and they can highlight the information needs and the information systems and technological needs. And so information analysts and information systems analysts, they can really understand what are the adequate technologies in particular parts of the company and extract and capture data so it can be delivered to, for example, the data science guys and to the managers that take decisions upon the information that it is produced by data science. So data analyst is one of the opportunities. Of course, I'm not going to talk about all of them. You will have time to learn all about it when you enter here. You can be a specialist in artificial intelligence. You can be, for example, expert in databases and in the way you gather and combine data. So you have multiple career opportunities. Also, these are the biggest, but these are not the only ones. In terms of the sector of activity, so one thing is your profession, another thing is where can you actually work in type of company. So you can work wherever in the economical activity that you want. If you want to go to an IT company, you have work there. If you want to work on a bank, you also can work there. If you want to work in an hospital, you also can work there. If you want to work in a municipality, citizen management department, you can work there. You can work in a company. You can found a startup. You can do whatever you want, so you will never feel bored after getting the degree. About the topics, these are not the old topics, but the main topics that we cover here, we cover. Like 60% of the program is about technological orientation, computer science. 30% will be management, because you are not going to analyze a company without understanding what a company is, what are the parts of the functional areas of a company. So you need to understand how things work, how things are organized in terms of organizations, and you will have like 10% related to mathematical analyses and statistics and so on. So you have all the courses organized in this way, so you will be having courses like information systems, databases, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and information knowledge society, and you also will have other courses that you can choose from, picking from other programs. So I've already mentioned ABET, so moving on. So I will pass the floor right now to the program coordinator, Professor Mark Castelli. Thank you. I will be available for questions.
Thank you. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mauro Castelli and I am the director of the Bachelor degree in Data Science. So I'm super happy to be here with you today and to present this Bachelor in Data Science that is, let me say, our baby, because it's the newest Bachelor degree that we have here at Nova IMS. And let me try to understand with you what data science is. Well, data science is the study of data for taking decisions that allows you to answer important questions with respect to a company, with respect to different types of business situations. And in order to do that, of course, we must be able to work with data. This is something that is absolutely fundamental in today's world, in which basically we are living rounded by data. We are continuously creating data. If you consider, for instance, electronic transactions, if you consider data that are constantly captured by smart devices, etc. So, of course, it's important not only to be able to collect and to store those data, but let me say that it is even more important to be able to extract values, extract insights from this data. And this is exactly what you're going to learn in the context of this Bachelor in Data Science. In particular, you will learn how to create data science based models, how to work with advanced techniques like artificial neural networks, like deep learning models, and so on and so forth. Of course, in order to do that, you will be exposed to relevant topics, including machine learning, statistics, computer science, etc. Because, of course, data science is a discipline that consists of different, let's say, principles and methods of other, let's say, areas. In terms of career opportunities, let me say that here we have just a non-exhaustive list of the opportunities that you may have after concluding this bachelor. And for instance, you can have a career as a big data analyst, data engineer, machine learning specialist, and so on and so forth. And in terms of sectors of activity, you can work basically in all the companies that you can imagine, because nowadays all the companies, small, micro, medium, large companies are working based on data. So it is fundamental to have professionals who are able to collect, analyze data, and subsequently to provide, let's say, the insights that we can extract from data to managers working in the companies for subsequently taking decisions that allows your companies to have a competitive advantage. Here we have some, also in this case, a non-exhaustive list of the main curricular units that you will cover. So we have big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. So basically, as you can imagine, the course is based on technical disciplines that at the end of the 3 years of the bachelor will allow you to have all the competencies that are required nowadays from the job market, for succeeding in the job market. Before passing the word to my colleague, Professor Federico, let me also say that if you are considering maybe other faculties, our universities, maybe you have a question. The question is, well, why should I enter or should I select one of the bachelor here at Nova IMS? For a simple reason, because this is working with data is basically what we are doing every single day. So the school was born more than 30 years ago, and since the inception, since the creation of this school, our goal, our expertise is exactly this one. So extracting insights from values, taking decisions based on data. And from the analysis of data. So this is exactly what you're going to learn after concluding this Bachelor in Data Science. So welcome once more, and now I give the word to Professor Federico. Thanks.
Hello, good afternoon. So, my name is Frederico Jesus. I'm the program director of the information management. I used to say that I'm very lucky because I got the chance to promote a program that myself enrolled and graduated from. So I entered in IMS in 2005. I took the information management degree, and when I was more or less your age, I had no idea what information management was. My friends and family used to ask me if I want to be a journalist because of the word information. So I think my colleagues almost said the most important things. So the information management degree, you can think of it as data-driven management. So, or data science for business, if you want. So it's more or less, I would say 60–70% course units related with data science, with analytics, and 30–40% courses related with business. So I could say that this was the best program. It is the best program, but I always say this as a joke with my colleagues, but to be honest, it depends on your personal taste. So if you like more technology, and let me tell that the last one, so if you like more technology, you can go into information systems. If you are much more analytic and focused on data science methods, data science will be your course. If you want to be in between data science and management, you don't want to be a pure technical person, but also somebody that knows how to leverage data and use data to take decisions, then the information management would be the appropriate course. So, in terms of career opportunities, it's similar to those of information systems and data science, but a little bit more focused on business. So you have information manager, business analyst, specialist in data-driven marketing or data science for business, where you can go to finance, human resources, marketing, and also business process analysts or business process miners. So, in terms of sectors of activity, I would say it's the same as the other three programs because data is everywhere. So data is ubiquitous. So in any of the courses, you know how to use data at different points in its life cycle. So you can virtually work in any area you want because as far as I know, I don't know any economic sector that doesn't use data or that should not use data. In terms of subject covered course units, I will tell you the main difference that are exclusive or almost exclusive in the information management degree. So economics, marketing, business management, business process management, so those courses that are more in the area of business, people analytics, etc. Just to finish with a note, the World Economic Forum just released the workforce report, where every year it maps the 10 top skills that workforce of the future should have. And if we look at these top 10 skills of the future, you would say, but the majority are subjects that are covered here in IMS. And let me finish with this that I want you to think about. So don't take my word, you do your homework, check Google, check the Ministry of Education, check reliable sources, and you'll see that IMS is different. It has one unique thing that no other school in Portugal that I know has, which is a school focused on data science and on data. So we are not a school that in our name have accountants that now offer courses in data science. So we were created in 1989 just with the goal of using data to improve decision making. So if this is something you want to follow, this is your choice, regardless the bachelor program. Okay? So thank you, and I will give the microphone to Professor Manuel again. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. So I am having the last word. No, not that. Okay, it's only fair to say, because I'm answering my colleague here, who says that information management is the best course in the world, but it's only fair to say that if this was nothing a reality, if it was not for information systems, which capture data, which reproduce data in every like, in every post, in every TikTok that you do, so in every social media that you use. So technology is always there, of course, with processes and people. So it's only fair to say that it's really, really important. But I'm here to talk about the applications. And let me talk about this. So the applications for the international students, and that's why we are here today, they are open until the 12th of June, so until the beginning of June. You can get more information related to the applications. You already know that the students that can apply for these particular applications are only students who are not Portuguese or who do not have Portuguese nationality. So those are not eligible for these particular applications. So if you are not national or any member of the European Union community. So only not that you have the rules here. So they are not eligible legal residents of Portugal who have been here for over more than 2 years. It cannot be foreign students attending Nova IMS as part of an international exchange program, and those who require access to higher education brought to special arrangements through other regulated conditions. So the access conditions for the international students, you have, of course, to submit your application. Remember that we only are interested in top students. Okay, so when you apply to Nova IMS, you make sure that you are really eager to enter and work hard for it, because, okay, we party hard, but we work very hard. So this is important. So submit your application. You will have in a first part, you will have an English exam, okay, with a proof of English proficiency language. Then another phase you will have to do to conduct a mathematical exam, okay, and then all of these steps are eliminatory. So it means that if you are successful, you can pass to the next phase. If you are not so successful, the conditions stop there. And then the last phase is the interview. Okay, you will have interviews with the program coordinators in order to assess other aspects regarding your motivations and regarding your application. Again, because we want top students, we also reward top students. Okay, so we have achievement awards. So for the best students at the end of each academic year, for example, in the first academic year, if you have more than 60 SATSs, and if you have grades in a scale from 0 to 20, because the scale in Portugal is 0 to 20 to 100%. So in a scale from 0 to 20, if you have an average grade over than 16.5, you have a reward in money about 700 euros. The same thing for the second year. And the last but not the least, if you have greater grades at the end of your third year, you will have an award of 3,000 euros of discount to any of our master programs. Okay, this is a very big award, but as I just mentioned, we like top students, but we also reward top students, okay, because those are the ones who work harder. Okay, regarding these are awards that we, Nova IMS, give to the best students. But this is not just us investing on our students. Companies that are associated with Nova IMS, they also invest, and they are really eager to give you awards on some courses. So there are some courses which also award at the end of academic year. They also award students for the best project, for the best grade in a particular course. And these are some of the companies: National Statistics Institute, ESRI, Republic of Portugal, and also our rectory also awards the best students of each school, which also includes Nova IMS. Okay, so I will pass the floor to our students, which will give you more insights about their living and their experience here at Nova IMS. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Osmani.
you, Professor. So far, we heard from Dean and the program coordinators, but we thought it was also important to hear from the current students. And for that, we have Osmani Raimundo, a student from Information Systems degree, here with us.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Osmani Raimundo. I'm from Angola and I'm an Information Systems, a third year Information Systems student here at Nova Information Management School. I wanted to share with you first why I chose this course, why I chose Information Systems. I have always been interested in technology, and when I was deciding what to study, I knew right away that I wanted something connected with computation and emerging technologies. And then I found Nova IMS. In the planning of the course, there was not only computation, but I also saw statistics, which I found very interesting. And before actually deciding to choose Nova Information Management School, I did a little deeper into the school, and I found that the school not only has a very high employability rate, 100%, just saying, and the school also seemed very close together, not only with the students, but also the staff and the professors. And the very interesting thing that Professor Manuela Aparicio mentioned is that we have an ABAT accreditation program, so that was mostly what made me choose Information Systems here. And so far, as a student here, of course it hasn't been easy, because it's not supposed to be easy, it's supposed to be challenging, but I have enjoyed my experience all the way till here, and I'm proud to say that I am finally a graduate student from Information Management School. Thank you. I am now passing the floor to my colleague.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience. We now ask you to join us, Siada Hal, current student on Data Science degree.
Good afternoon to you all. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the admission department for gathering all of us here with the open day. And my name is Srijan Dahal and I am from Nepal. And coming from Nepal, I have always valued different culture and perspectives. And I am a data science student from first year. And like every international student, I had a doubt in my mind whether the course that are gonna be taught here will be in English or not. But with my 1 year experience, I can assure you and confirm you that every course are taught in English from top to bottom and from start to end. And once you are enrolled here, you will be welcomed and supported by the friendly community here that includes faculty, staff, us students and everyone. And for the opportunity that you have got here, I would encourage all of you to embrace it and make the most of it. Thank you. Now I'd like to
Thank you. After this so interesting testimony, we refer to Valentin Yalunga, current student on the Information Management degree.
Hello guys, my name is Valentin. I'm from South Africa. About 3 years ago, I was also like in the same position as you guys, wondering where to go, where to study. I was thinking about studying South Africa, doing financial sciences, but I have some family here, and they convinced me to come to Portugal. Now, in terms of choosing which university to go to, I was quite clueless. I never thought I was going to study in the Northern Hemisphere. So I just Googled universities in Portugal, and I saw the pictures of this faculty and the faculty of NOSV, and I was like, okay, it's going to be between one of these two. I entered into the foundation program that we have here, and I did courses that belong to a School of Business and Economics and the Information Management School, and I learned how to do predictive modeling, and it's something that I never thought I would do, but I really did enjoy, and hence I decided to come to Nova IMS. I'm doing the information management course, which is the best course. Sorry, Professor Manuel. It is the best course. It's essentially a bridge between data science and business. I have an eye for business, so I thought it was good to also incorporate the data science part into it. And upon looking at the syllabus at the time, I was really interested in the certain modules that they had that I was interested in, such as economics and the geospatial sector. And I thought, I think this is the course that I'm going to take. And looking back at it now, I have no regrets on taking it. We also have elite teachers. I've had the pleasure of having both Professor Manuela and Professor Federico as my professors. And we have world-class teachers here that really force you to use your critical thinking, and just they want you to be the best as possible. And now in my daily life, I can see the impact that they've had, not only in my academic career, but in my social life, and even when I play sports, the way that they just force us to work hard, to think, and to analyze and assess things is really, really interesting. In terms of my experience at Nova IMS, it's been a love and hate relationship with the university. There are moments where you love this university, and then the moments where you want to burn it down. But I guess that's university, you meet amazing people over here. I met one of my best friends here, guy from university. You meet people from America, in South America, and I really hope you guys but I really do want them to come here. You won't regret it. Well, hopefully, yeah. Yeah, thanks. And I'll give it to Professor Federico, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you for the information given. We are almost finishing, but before that, we kindly ask Professor Federico Jesus to join us again for a brief introduction to the partnerships between Nova and some companies.
Okay, so you need to hear me again. So it's easy to say that, well, we have high demand in terms of work labor. We do. We have the University Nova of Lisbon as an independent observatory, which is called OBIP Nova. And if you can check the data, not in our website, but in Nova University website, you will see that our programs have the highest employability, 100%, as our dean said in a meeting early this week. Every student has a job 1 month after graduating, and it's 1 month because that month is August and our students want to go on vacations. And our net salary is the highest. It's 1,400 net euros per month after graduating. So besides the data, we have partnered with, I would say, some of the largest companies in Portugal and in the world in the areas of technology, finance, insurance, retail, bank, so in every areas where data science is applied. And we had a challenge of bringing 4 testimonials from 4 top managers of some of these companies in how information management alumni or current students help them solve some problems. So the first one is one that I know particularly well. So Nokia, I don't know if you remember Nokia, I do. It was the old iPhones. But you see, Nokia don't sell cell phones anymore, but they sell network communication. And it's extremely sensitive because it's where data passes. And it sells to US government, European Union, virtually around the world. There is one area in the field of data science which is called process mining, where basically we use data science methods to see what happens in every case of companies, in every purchase order, in every customer, in every complaint, in every things that are acquired. And the testimonial that we have here is from Andrea Liuzu, which is head of finance of the global business services of Nokia in Germany. And basically what happened is that they assembled a process mining team in Portugal with 24 people. From the 24 people, 23 are students or were students from Nova IMS, and they partner with us, and every year they give more than 7,000 euros to our students in some program, in some curricular units.
Hello, my name is Andrea Liuzza. I'm working for Nokia, representing the company. I'm a senior business operation manager and engaging with Nova IMS in several projects. Nova IMS is for us in Nokia the best address when it goes to talents in the data science, information management or information systems areas. Has been chosen after a careful selection, and I must say the experience is extremely positive so far, right? So it's the third year of partnership, this academic year 23-24, and this is a testimony that we are really delighted to engage. And another key point is that we have onboarded many young talents from Nova IMS, initially as trainee and then internalizing them as permanent employee in Nokia, and the experience has been really positive. They have all performed well, and in particular I would like to cite the process mining area. Here, even if young, the colleagues have been pivotal in building this culture and spread the knowledge of process mining in the company. So they are central entry points, and this is really exceptional. And a couple of them are engaged as speaker in selected courses. A couple of them already teaching assistant in the process mining powered by Nokia course. So this is also a good witness of how the partnership goes and bring high synergies. They came prepared, and they come with very good preparation, good academic skills. And what we offer in the company is a solid platform where they learn all the challenges that a big multinational is facing. So really also, let's say, tough topics. And with this combination, these young professionals are formed very, very good and are future-proof, have a future-proof knowledge that will help them in the future personal development and of course for the companies for whom they are working.
Okay, so another company is Jerónimo Martins. It's basically the owner of the largest retailer in Portugal, at least by number of stores. And basically, Jerónimo Martins is also one of our closest partners. So it's the owner of Ping Doce, perhaps some of you may already passed some stores, and also Recheio, so the retailer and wholesaler branches of the company. And basically they had a challenge with our data-driven marketing students where they want to foster digital transformation and analytics. So this is the testimony, if I'm not mistaken, from the head of human resources, saying how our students helped them, and they met with the board of Jerónimo Martins, and the project that they did was now in place.
Aqui vamos, eu sou a Cláudia Vieira, faço parte do grupo Jerónimo Martins, pertenço à equipa de atração de talento jovem e sou responsável pelas parcerias académicas. A Nova IMS para nós é uma faculdade de renome nacional e internacional e acreditamos na investigação que a faculdade faz, na preparação do próprio corpo docente, seja a nível nacional e internacional, porque sabemos que tem um corpo docente também com um grande percurso internacional, e isso é ótimo, porque sabemos que melhores práticas que possam até mesmo existir trazem para o ambiente nacional, e acreditamos no desenvolvimento que fazem para os jovens talentos, para os alunos que têm, na preparação de futuros líderes das nossas empresas. Dentro da nossa experiência, os alunos da nova IMS são alunos extremamente bem preparados, cabeças pensantes, boas cabeças pensantes. São alunos com uma boa base de matemática e de análise de dados. E para nós isto é sem dúvida o futuro e para aquilo que nós precisamos de olhar, não é? Porque nós não conseguimos fazer melhoria de negócio, melhoria de continuidade do próprio negócio em si, sem ter cabeças que vão pensar no que é que nós temos hoje e para onde é que devemos ir para o futuro. A inteligência artificial está a crescer dia para dia e nós também sabemos que se não acompanharmos esta evolução tecnológica, vamos ficar para trás, não é? E é importante termos esta tipologia de perfis que nos vão ajudar a pensar como é que lá vamos chegar, porque nós quando pensamos numa empresa de retalho, a inteligência artificial não é o que nos vem à cabeça, mas claro que teremos que lá chegar também. Não há como dizer que um aluno com este tipo de perfis não será certamente a resposta do futuro das organizações, seja para Jerónimo Martins, seja para qualquer outra empresa.
The first case, by the way, Jerónimo Martins, just to give you an idea of the investment, for our national students, they give a prize, if I'm not mistaken, of 1,000 euros for every student that enters our school with the grade in national exams over 18, if I'm not mistaken, which are dozens of students, so it's an heavy investment that they do in our students. So we brought one example from telco, other from retail, now from communication, from PR. Plot is a communications agency which has a uniqueness, at least in Portugal, which is their business model is heavily grounded on data. And let's hear a testimony, if I'm not mistaken, from the founder and CEO of Plot.
Meu nome é Rui Borges, sou CEO da Plot, uma agência criativa com sede em Lisboa, somos cerca de 60 pessoas. A Plot é uma agência que trabalha na interseção entre a parte criativa e os dados. Portanto, temos o que nós costumamos chamar um lado de coração, que é a parte mais criativa, e outro lado da razão, ou então o lado da arte e o lado da ciência. E ambas são essenciais para termos sucesso no que fazemos. A nova IMS é amplamente reconhecida pela sua excelência académica em áreas que são cruciais para o futuro da comunicação e para o que nós fazemos na Plot, como é o caso da ciência de dados, gestão da informação e tecnologias de informação. E os conhecimentos que os alunos aqui aprendem, não é? São muito úteis para nós, especialmente na parte de analisar dados e retirar insights que alimentem a parte criativa. Portanto, nós recorremos à Nova, tipicamente para encontrar talento nessa parte mais de ciência e da razão, mas várias vezes somos surpreendidos também com a capacidade criativa, o que de facto é um plus muito importante para nós. E os alunos da Nova IMS são treinados para pensar criticamente e resolver problemas com base em evidências, por isso a primeira característica seria analíticos. Depois inovadores, e isso é muito importante para nós. Uma coisa que nós reparamos é que os alunos da Nova IMS trazem uma mentalidade de inovação que muitas vezes nos ajuda a olhar para coisas de forma diferente e a evoluir mais depressa. Portanto, a segunda seria inovadores. E a terceira, uma que é indispensável para o nosso tipo de trabalho, é a proatividade. Portanto, têm uma postura proativa e não é preciso estar a dizer tudo o que têm que fazer ali, não é preciso fazer micromanagement. Portanto, resumindo, analíticos, inovadores, proativos. As funções de dados e tecnologia são áreas completamente centrais na Plot. Não existe praticamente nenhum projeto na agência que não reúna pelo menos uma destas duas competências e tipicamente até reúne as duas. Portanto, há uns anos atrás, ter estas competências era algo diferenciador no mercado e que nos conseguia posicionar e dar-nos ali alguma vantagem competitiva. Hoje em dia tornou-se completamente obrigatório e, portanto, qualquer agência para concorrer no mercado tem que ter estas duas competências bem afinadas na sua oferta.
Okay, so last is from technology, Microsoft. I think we don't need presentations. So we will hear the testimony of Manuel Dias, National Technology Officer at Microsoft Portugal. And basically, the relationship we have with Microsoft, it's so deep that I don't know. Perhaps Aurdin will can explain further. But if I may.
The opportunity just because I have an appointment now at 4 o'clock, so I will take the opportunity just to say goodbye. Now, in fact, we have a big partnership. No, but I will return the floor to you in just a few seconds. Just to say that we have full partnership with Microsoft. So we made we had to make decisions. So we have the full stack of Microsoft technologies, and this goes to the point that all our professors have full access to Azure OpenAI so that they can take advantage of generative AI and ChatGPT for students to develop projects in their courses, if that makes sense. So on this we made this 1 year ago when there was the boom of ChatGPT. What we decided to do was not to forbid the use it, but it was to find ways how generative AI can boost your learning process and how we together can take advantage of generative AI to go further and explore this huge space of opportunities. I was just wondering because one of you was from Supernova, right? Valentin, yeah? Who are the students that are today at the Supernova program? Okay, right. I hope that you enjoyed the experience at Nova IMS, so you are here, so it's a good sign. Okay, thank you very much. I just would like to add one point. It's very specific, but is relevant. The status of international student cannot be changed during the bachelor program. Okay, even if you I don't know, in a year you end up having a residence in Portugal, you cannot change the status, because if you change the status, you will have to get out of the university and apply in the national competition to access the university. You understand the difference? Okay, this is important because from time to time we have that problem. So, thank you very much for coming. I hope that you now take advantage of the Q&A.
Olá, o meu nome é Manuel Dias, eu sou Diretor Nacional de Tecnologia da Microsoft Portugal. Porque recrutar talento da nova IMS para nós na Microsoft é muito simples. O sentido crítico, as capacidades analíticas dos alunos que saem daqui são sem dúvida uma mais-valia para qualquer empresa em Portugal e em particular para a Microsoft, que é uma empresa que está muito focada na tecnologia e em particular em todas as áreas de inteligência artificial, de ciência dos dados, de analítica avançada, que são muitas das competências que eu acho que são diferenciadoras dos alunos da nova IMS. Olhando para o futuro e tendo em conta as licenciaturas, os mestrados, as pós-graduações que a nova IMS hoje em dia tem no mercado e das quais a Microsoft é parceira em algumas delas e com muito orgulho e com muitos resultados, olhamos para esses cursos avançados, para esses cursos executivos como fundamentais para uma sociedade cada vez mais digital, onde o data science, onde a inteligência artificial que todos nós hoje em dia experienciamos com esta nova vaga de inteligência artificial generativa, ter competências, ter um mercado de trabalho, ter pessoas certificadas, qualificadas para que possam entrar nas empresas é fundamental. E achamos que nos próximos anos essas competências vão ser cada vez mais precisas. Não são apenas competências de ciência de dados, são competências na área de prompt engineering, são competências na área de inteligência artificial, são competências na área dos algoritmos, são competências na área dos LLMs. Toda essa panóplia, diria, de novas competências está a aparecer em cima dos dados. São competências que nós achamos que vão ser fundamentais para o futuro e estamos muito satisfeitos em ver a nova IMS a investir nessas competências, a investir nesses cursos, em sermos parceiros também em alguns deles e obviamente em acolher alunos e profissionais depois dentro da Microsoft Portugal.
Okay, so these were the 4 testimonies. We could spend here the whole afternoon with more, but I think no one wants that. So I'll pass the microphone to the Students' Union, and I wish you a good Friday and a good weekend.
Thank you, Professor. We now ask Mariana Takimura and Marco Martins from the Students' Union to speak.
Hi, everyone. I hope you are doing well. We are almost finished, so don't despair. My name is Mariana Takimura. I'm the current Vice President of Nova IMS Students' Union. I'm currently at the Data Science Bachelor in my final year. And next year I'm going here at Nova IMS in the Master's degree at Data-Driven Marketing.
Hello everyone, my name is Marco Martins and I'm going to be the next president of Nova IMS SU, so I will receive you, we hope so. And I'm in my second year of the Information Management course. I just want to say that it's a pleasure to receive you all on our campus, and we really hope that you are enjoying and enjoy the rest of your day.
So we as Students' Union try to incorporate all students so you feel welcome. So we organize a lot of activities for you in the education policy, social impacts, traditions and culture. We have like Professor Manuela said, we study hard, but we also party hard. So we organize parties for you, hangouts, game afternoons, and a lot of activities. So you can know your peers, your colleagues, and make a lot of friends.
So besides the Students' Union, we also have other like groups of students, only by students. We have JDC, or JDC in Portuguese, which is the Junior Data Consulting, which is like a junior enterprise formed by you, the students. Nova E, which is the Nova Entrepreneurship Hub, which will help you to develop your creative and innovation skills. Nova Debate, which is like a debate club, where you can improve your discussion skills. And then you have the Tuna, the Twins, which is Nova IMS Tuna. Tuna is like a group of students who play classical instruments and sing serenades. Speaking on behalf of Nova IMS SU, as I'm going to be the president, we all know that you are mostly international students, so when you come to a new country, we always have like the question, will I be integrated well? Will I enjoy the new country? Nova IMS will be here to help, to welcome you with open arms. I'm always going to be available, also as Mariana, and we really look forward to see you on September. So basically now we'll move to the Q&A. We'll do like a fun activity to show that our campus is very dynamic. We'll use the magic cube. Yeah. Okay, basically, if you have any fear or something like that, just tell us, please, because we are here to help you. We'll do it like this. If you have any questions, please raise your arm, and then I'll throw it, and then you can speak on this microphone. Anyone? Don't be shy, please. Okay. Okay.
Main difference between the Information Systems Bachelor's degree and the CD Bachelor's degree, basically, the Data Science.
Yeah, okay. So I'll probably ask Professor Manuela to help you with that. Yeah.
Okay, so the main differences between the three major bachelor programs, is that your question?
Basically more focused on the information systems and data science.
And data science, okay. Yeah, the main differences between information systems and data science is that information systems is more focused on the technological parts and the adequacy of the technology in terms of serving the processes of any business. In data science, you extract the data, and from the data you combine various parts of data from the various parts of the company, and you really can see how is the situation of the business, what are the highlights which you should follow to take decisions for the business. So data science will be applying more algorithms, will be applying analytical layers so that you can read information from data. And data is many things. It can be numbers, it can be shares, it can be posts, it can be text, it can be video. So you will learn how to use various types of data. But I will pass the cube to Professor.
Well, basically, Professor Manuela told everything I would say. And yes, concerning data science, we are mainly focused on developing and using techniques, machine learning techniques, for actually extracting insights from data. That's basically our purpose. So training machine learning models and hopefully extracting insights from the data that we have. While on the other side, information systems, the focus is more on the technology that can support all of this process. I hope we answered your question. Other questions?
So I would like to ask, what are the advantages of studying data science? I think it's the name of the course. In comparison to the other two, I don't remember the name. Sorry.
Loser.
It's. It's difficult to answer this question because the answer to your question is, well, it depends on what you will you would want to do in the future. If your main objective is to work with data, to take decisions from data using machine learning techniques, probably you should go with data science. But on the other hand, if your main objective is to analyze the decisions in order to take, let's say, actions in a company, maybe information management is a better choice. On the other hand, if your objective is to have, let's say, a better knowledge of the supporting infrastructure, of the technology behind all of this process, all of this data life cycle, probably the best choice is information system. So it's difficult to answer without having, let's say, a clear idea concerning what you want to do in your professional career, in your future.
I can add something. For example, our information systems students, they usually have the opportunity. They have an opportunity at the end of the program, on the third year, to produce and develop an application, which is mandatory, and they have to come up with the development of a business. So they build an entire information system applied to a particular business that they create. So they do not only understand what can be a business, they also build the system. For example, to give you an example, imagine that our students have made a social media platform in a mobile app. If with interaction with the people that use that mobile app, like putting emojis and text and so on, this is the technological infrastructure that allows the company or the platform to capture data. And data is, like in this sense, emojis or text. If you are a data science student with the analytical skills with artificial intelligence to treat data, for example, you can understand if people are happy or unhappy about a particular post. So from the emojis, from the text, from the videos, or from the images, you can say, okay, these people or these customers are really happy with this product. And you can only do that applying data science analytical skills. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so before we go further, I just want to ask you, everyone online, to put the question in the chat, on the chat, and then we'll answer it. Any more questions?
Okay, can you catch it?
So I understood that with these 3 bachelors, we can basically work in a lot of different types of fields like insurance, banks, healthcare. Is it any of these bachelors related to sports or can be used in that type of field?
Yes, indeed. We have also students working in that field, particularly measuring the movements of sports people. So if you want to optimize the performance of a sports person in a particular sport, they measure with sensors posted in their members, they measure the movements and they optimize according to the modality of the of the sports. We have students working also on that. Of course, they are not already students. They are already working in that field. Yes, you can also work in that field. Thank you. Okay, where? Can we?
So, in general, for now, I have only one question. Is there any possible way to somehow join the Nova SU organization kind of enrollment process or whatever?
Nova IMS SU, right? Nova IMS SU, right? The student union.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, we have like on December, we have like the yearly enrollments, and then you can apply, and then you'll go to all the phases to get to Nova IMS SU. Yeah.
Sounds.
Go for it.
Sounds fine. Thanks.
Okay. Just to add, on Nova IMS SU on the Instagram we always announce it, and then you can try to join.
Yeah. Awesome. Is there anyone else who wanted to ask questions?
Thank you for your amazing photos.
Appreciate. Yeah, there is a guy on the other side.
Yes. Okay. Try to draw it. Okay.
My question is regarding data science. We have seen in most places, that data science is a master's program. In most places, I think. So how does it differ from how does the bachelor's program differ from the master's program? And for example, if I shift from data science to advanced data analytics in master's, how will it differ from the bachelor's? That's my question.
So yes, your question makes a lot of sense. In general terms, the idea of the bachelor is to, let's say, provide all the knowledge in this area, starting, let's say, from scratch. So we are assuming that all the students are basically no knowledge concerning computer science, concerning data science, etc. So in the context of this bachelor, 3 years, you will earn all of these competencies, and at the end you will be a data science with all the knowledge that you need. Concerning the master, of course, there is, it's I would say, it's be like this, because of course not all of the students in the past have a complete knowledge concerning data science, so there is a partial overlapping concerning some of the units, but the level of details is completely different. I don't know if you want to...
Yeah, so who asked the question? Okay, so let me just comment on something which is not specific of data science. You see, it is in the bachelor program, in my opinion, that you should go deep into having your base training. I'm speaking in my opinion, so it means it's worthless because it's an opinion, it's not data-based. But that's why I'm not very apologetic of like broad bachelor programs like management, because nobody leaves a bachelor program with 21 years old or 22 knowing how to manage things, you see. So in my opinion, it's better that you get the ground going deep into where you study for 3 years instead of 1 or 1.5, 8 hours a day instead of 4 hours a day every other day. And when you are younger, and without other concerns. So if you want to learn data science, data-driven management, information systems and technology, those core areas should be focused on your bachelor programs, economics, for example, finance, and then you can use masters or MBA with eventually some work experience to fine-tune your specialization. But it's better to have all the technical training in the bachelor when you have full time, and then application areas on masters, and not the other way around. So, and there may be another reason why you have a lot of data science masters and not bachelor programs. It's because it's very difficult to build, it's more difficult to build and accredit a bachelor program than a master's. Okay, so, okay. More questions? Okay. I'm used to...
I'm interested in data science, and I want to understand how the course is approached. Is it like a more project-based approach where you give us more projects?
Yes, well, of course, I'm not considering disciplines like mathematics, statistics, etc. But in the more technical curricular units like machine learning or big data or deep learning, yes, we are based evaluation on projects. The bachelor is highly practical, okay, because of course we want that our students have competencies and are able to learn the theoretical aspects of the disciplines, but for us it is even more important that students are able to put the concepts into practice, are able to solve real world problems and not just theoretical concepts. So the answer to your question is yes, the course is highly practical, and we are using a lot of projects for evaluating the knowledge of students. You're welcome.
Okay, so I have a question from someone is online. So it is for Professor Manuela. Okay. Is a BET accreditation valid in Europe?
Well, a BET accreditation is valid more awareness in the United States, not just in Europe. In Europe, we don't have accreditations for computer science, but one thing I can guarantee you that the entire program was designed and developed to be aligned with the ACM and the IEEE associations, which are the most important world associations in computation. So we have all the program aligned with the main skills and the main topics that a student in information systems should understand and should learn. So ABET is an accreditation that accredits overseas to the other side of the ocean Atlantic. So it's for that particular market. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I noticed that there are also Portuguese students attending here. I did not mention before, but the applications for national students are with applying with the national exams, mathematical, economy, and geometria descriptiva for the data science program. But you have all that information in the website if you have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, and another question for Professor Mauro.
Okay, Mauro.
So, do the students studying in data science have to stick with stuff taught in that program, or can even learn the things taught in other programs?
Colleagues, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, there are courses that are...
Can you stand up, because it is an online question? You have. Sorry.
So there are courses, curricular units that are mandatory. Okay, so if you select the Bachelor in Data Science, you have to take those curricular units. But for instance, in the second semester of the third year, you can select different curricular units also from other bachelor programs. So for instance, if there is a curricular unit that you are enjoying or you think you are liking from other bachelor programs, you have this freedom to select also other curricular units. I hope I answer the question.